Hey guys, this is NHSDL06. Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Sword of Seals. As you can tell by the sound of my voice, I'm no longer sick, and I don't sound like crap. However, the things that I'm going to say probably will be. Anyway, I left you off at turn 5, which is the pivotal point of this chapter. And at this point, everything is going to start to get real crazy. First, Oro is going to have a little cutscene here where he talks about calling for reinforcements. First from the mountains, those are going to be the brigands that will show up on the end of turn 6. And on the end of turn 5, which is now, he calls forth Klein, who is the sniper. He is the son of Pet and Louise, the brother of Clarine, and Tate, the Pegasus Knight, to his left. So, she's going to attack from the north at the end of turn 7, I believe. So, we will worry about that when we get to it. Yes, she is pretty. So, obviously, Klein and Tate being characters given a cutscene, you can recruit both of them. Klein can be recruited with Roy or with Clarine, but obviously, recruiting a character with a healer is stupid, so don't do it. Save yourself the pain. And hopefully, I will actually finish this chapter in this turn. Fingers crossed. Not in this turn, sorry, in this episode. Who knows? We've got a lot of things to accomplish. That was a good level up, alright. There are many things that need to happen before this chapter ends. Need to recruit all the characters. Need to go to all the villages and kill the boss. Oro has to be killed before turn 10 in order to 10 or below, I presume, if you are to achieve the best result from this chapter. Alright, so we have a lot of stuff to do. Not a ton of time to do it, but that comes with the territory. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull OJ up here. He's going to chill for a minute. And now, this is where Lalem comes in handy, because she can work her magic and give our character another turn to move. And since Roy has another turn to move, we have just enough space to recruit Klein. Here's a little debacle with Roy condemning Klein for his fellowship with Lord Arkard. I'm not really sure if that's his name. That's kind of a weird name if you ask me. Arkard. Or Aircard, I'm not sure. I don't know. Makes me think of Alucard from Castlevania, but I know that's not it. There's a little bit of Spanish for you. Yes! And here's Klein actually giving us a little bit of advice. And he decides to join us. And here is the gimmick of this chapter. With Klein, the 4 enemy archers that he had brought with him now become NPCs. They won't attack unless they are attacked, so they won't actually help you in any way. However, since they are somewhat vulnerable, getting them up to this area is kind of tough. They need to be able to escape through that alleyway, all 4 of them intact, all alive, in order to achieve the best result. The same thing will be true with Tate and her 4 Pegasus Knights. And you can recruit her as well. She can be recruited with Klein. They came together as a pair earlier in the chapter, so it only makes sense. And Klein is also helpful because his placement over this far and his extended movement, because he is promoted, allows him to visit this village on the turn you recruit him. You can get a sleep staff, which isn't really that big of a deal, but that village can no longer be attacked by the enemy, which is pretty handy. Now, down here there's a fighter with these 2 villages. He won't ever actually move, so you can take your time and getting down there and rescuing that one. Now, the last thing that you need to take care of is up here on turn 8. There will be a skirmish that takes place outside of this village. And I can forewarn you that there will be a ton of fighters, so you will need swordsmen and Lalem to recruit the NPC who will be showing up. Now, first things first, the bandits are going to show up in the next turn, so that's why we're going to bring Alan to block the village from being attacked, as well as Lance with the javelins to kill this shaman. The shaman can be somewhat troublesome due to the fact that most of my physical units don't have stellar resistance. In this case, they don't have. Lance has none, and Alan has 1. So, nothing to write home about, that's for sure. But as expected, these are the bandits. I feel almost like I'm in Back to the Future, because I know exactly what's going to happen. Crazy. But yeah, the bandits are going to come after you. They're going to do their best to try and kill you. You should be alright. They're not really that big of a deal as long as you've got sword users. So this is the end of turn 6. The end of turn 7 is when Tate shows up. And then the end of turn 8 is when the skirmish happens. Now, the reason why the skirmish is... Okay, here's a little cutscene telling us about the bandits. Yes, 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 I already know that. Thank you. Now, the skirmish is going to be getting kind of messy, because these guys, these archers, like to wind up getting themselves killed. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to rescue the top 2, because actually I can actually rescue all of them, I think, yeah. Rescuing all of them is probably a good idea at this point. Oh, Roy can't. Oh, how convenient. I think Clarine can, though. Yeah. We're going to rescue one of them. She's not going to be doing any attacking anyway. And then I'll send Roy up here to confront this bandit. Roy can hold his own to a decent amount. I'm just... Oh, really? What's his constitution is 7, and these guys... Uh-oh. How convenient. Well, in any case, I'll have... What? Come on. Come on. Well, then I guess I will invite Geese to pick up the slack that those guys couldn't do. Alright, so this bandit will hopefully go after Roy, because he can't actually reach that village, so you don't have to worry about that. But very soon, there's going to be those fighters that are going to come out of here, and they're going to be looking for Lalem. And the special character that you can recruit requires Lalem, so just be mindful of that. And I'm going to go ahead and visit this village to get it off the list, prevent that bandit from even having a chance, as well as should be able to kill this guy. Oh yeah, getting in the way. Alright, critical. I mean, that's not really necessary, but I'll take that. Good, good. Okay, so that bandit's probably going to come over and attack Lance, as well as that fighter. I don't think that fighter can get to Saul. That's good. Actually, that's convenient, because now I can move Saul back over here. Those Pegasus Knights are going to show up now. Right on cue. And they're going to be kind of troublesome, so you're going to need to bring Klein up over that area. This guy's going to attack Roy. Perfect. And the fighters that are going to come out of that building, most of them will be confronted by the NPC, which is nice, because she is a hero, the only female hero that I am actually aware of. There might be others. If you know of others, tell me. I don't actually know if there are any of them. At least not in the handhelds, that's for sure. Alright, so Lance picks up the slack, kills that guy, which is great. No more threats. Alright, so here is where having the swordsman is going to come in handy. Now, I know you might be thinking that I'm crazy for sending guys that are rescuing units, but the reason why it doesn't matter is because of this. Even though they're rescuing units, they should be able to dodge. Their evade isn't terrible, but more so, they have swords, and so axe users are going to have one heck of a time trying to actually kill them. And if they can't hit them, or if they can't do any more damage than is necessary, then we should be able to skate by on this chapter. Not on this chapter, on this turn. I am misspeaking a lot, I apologize. No. We are not actually going to release them. They're all going to pop out of here. So, let's see what I can do. I'm going to send Lance here. He's going to take Speed Wings. Give that to Merlinus. And he'll come out. Just got to be careful where these guys are, or these ladies, I should say, these women. They might be, I don't know if they're adults. I'd assume so, but Florina was a Pegasus Knight, she wasn't an adult. I think she was like 16, 17. That's almost an adult anyway, I don't know. Who cares? Alright, and then I'm going to pull Saul down. No, he's not going to heal for one, that would be stupid. And I'm just going to leave Rutger up here. He's going to be my main killing force here, because I know for a fact that he could if he wanted to. Alright, and Merlinus, this is very important that you do this. Take all of Klein's items. Why? Well, Klein is going to need to rescue, or not to rescue, sorry, to recruit Tate. If he has a bow, and any of these girls here attack him with a javelin, as two of them do have, they will die. The archer bonus, plus the fact that he's a sniper, will only give you a headache if he kills them. So to prevent that from happening, do yourself a favor and take all of his stuff. That way he'll just kind of act like Marcus would have acted. And, sorry, got a little emotional there. He'll just act like Marcus and take a hit, and everything will work out just fine. Alright, here we go. And hopefully I blocked off these. Well, I think I might be able to get to Lalum. I probably didn't put her in the best spot. But yeah, here's a Echidna. It's a weird name. She kind of looks like a dude. Kind of really. Oh, come on, hang in there. Whew. Alright, I don't think the other guys can actually reach her. That's fine. You can attack Klein all you want. He is actually just a human wall right now. On the next turn, I'm going to focus on getting Saul out of there. And Echidna is kind of handy because she will at least get rid of one of them for you. And you can use Lalum to get to her, but we'll focus on that in a minute. Because Lou is in the area, and because I like him, I'm going to have him do the vast majority of the damage here. Unless he criticals, that's always possible. It might happen. Or get hit with a lot of force and take off 3/4 of his HP. That's not 3/4, that's not even half. No, that's more than half. I can't do numbers right now. My brain is fried. Alright, come on, Geese. Nicely done! Geese is always a fun unit to use. Partially because of the glory that you'll experience from... Oh boy, I have to kill the boss too. Within the next turn, so that's going to be probably Alan and Lance doing that. I'm going to pull Saul over here. I don't think they can get to him. That's good. Alright, and I think he has a barrier. Yeah, that's kind of nice. I should have used that last turn, but whatever. You can use it on them before the end of for the next turn. That'll kill him, hopefully. So it's not that I can't get the final item. No! That's not really that big of a deal. If I can get the vast majority of the stuff here, I'd be satisfied. And the only thing that I gotta be concerned about is that them surrounding Klein, because then I can't actually get to what's-her-face, Tate in time, and that would be bad news. And I'm not really too heavily in need of recruiting Echidna. But I'm going to, because I can. Yeah, and they're friends. she makes reference to Elfin as Lalam's maybe brother, and maybe just some guy who they're friends with. And she decides to join up. Very short cutscene. I'll make sure that they can't actually get to her. Alright, that's convenient. And I'm going to pull these guys over here, as well as Roy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat Oro by the 10th turn, but should be able to get everything else. I don't remember what happens if you beat him. I think you get the, I think you get a hero's crest from beating him, and that would be really handy, actually. There's just not enough time to do that, though, to be honest. Who else is... Oh, Merlis. Okay, that should be good enough. And he's going to call forth reinforcements from the northwest. I believe these are Cavaliers. Yay! That's right, we were responsible for murdering Duke Nord. Took him down. It was cake. Alright. So, Bishop Oro was actually vicious. Hopefully they don't surround me. That'd be convenient if they would attack me from a there we go. Come on, Tate. Be next to me. Or close to me, at least. Oh, you jerk! She's up there. Well, that's troublesome. Well, now we're just gonna have to steer clear of this area. Because if we get any closer, bad things will happen. Alright, I don't think... Oh boy. This ought to be a treat. What is this? He's probably pretty fast, isn't he? And 10. We should be able to outspeed him. Get 2 attacks in with... Yeah, we're not going to be able to beat him by the end of this turn, I don't think. But we can do some fun things. I'm hesitant to release any of the archers because I know for a fact that they have a high probability of getting killed by those Pegasus Knights. So I'm just going to do everybody a favor and... this is the one that I'm most concerned about. Okay, we should be okay here. I'm going to try to get Roy to the throne as soon as possible. I don't really need him, but, you know, it's always good to be able to finish the chapter sooner than later. Alright, I'm going to send Kidna down here. She can just take this wall out. I actually don't want her... I want Lou to get that experience from the fighter, but... Actually, a perfect world would have the fighter being killed by geese. So, but he has to wait to release his rescued person as well, so we'll be holding off on that. I'm going to bring these guys over here, maybe because they could be helpful. Just got to stay away from these guys. Yes, we are all clear. And I'm going to use the barrier staff on Lance. It gives him 7 resistance, which is sweet. And why do I need to use that? Because this guy is a douchebag. If you remember, he would have done roughly 23 or 25 damage. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, it was a lot. And so now with this, he won't even be able to kill us, even on the counterattack.